was a peaceful night, and the stars danced slowly across the velvety sky. Inside a cozy room, lit only by the soft glow of a floating star-mobile, slept a little girl named Sophia. Sophia was a dreamy girl with wavy honey-colored hair that fell in ringlets to her shoulders, eyes as large and serene as drops of honey, and lilac pajamas embroidered with clouds. She slept cuddled against a pillow as white and fluffy as a newborn cloud. But that night, something different happened. As the clock struck midnight, a gentle breeze blew through the sheer curtains. The pillows on her bed began to stir slightly, as if waking up. One by one, they stretched, yawned, and began to whisper. "It's time," murmured a light blue pillow with sleepy eyes and a gentle smile. "She needs a special dream tonight," said a pink pillow with tiny embroidered stars. Sophia stirred in bed and slowly opened her eyes. But instead of being startled, she smiled softly. She already knew those voices. The whispering pillows only appeared when a very special dream was about to unfold. "You're back," Sophia said, sitting up in bed. The blue pillow jumped onto her lap. "Today, we're going to visit the Valley of the Enchanted Pillows," she said, "where dreams are born and rest until they find a sleeping child," the pink pillow added, spinning gracefully in the air. Sophia put on her soft, sheep-shaped slippers and walked over to the window. Outside, in the sky, a trail of small pillows floated, forming a bridge that led beyond the clouds. It was like a white, fluffy river in the middle of the night. With a light step, guided by the whispering pillows, Sophia climbed the path. Each pillow was a soft step that took her deeper into the night sky. Around her, stars dozed in silken swings, tiny moons beckoned with their golden rays, and a fragrant lavender mist enveloped the path. The pillows flew around her, laughing softly, leaving trails of glitter and dream dust. "Are you ready, Sophia?" asked the blue pillow. "Yes, I'm ready to daydream," she replied to the girl, her eyes shining with tenderness. And so she set off into the enchanting unknown of the Valley of the Enchanted Pillows, where sleep and imagination intertwined like threads of a magical blanket. With each step Sophia took on the floating pillows, the sky around her grew softer, brighter, as if she were walking through a living dream. The whispering pillows floated merrily around her, guiding her with giggles and soft cotton caresses. Suddenly, the pillow path opened up, revealing a vast, velvety valley. It was the Valley of the Enchanted Pillows. Hills made of soft feathers rose like serene waves. Large pillows shaped like mountains floated lazily in the air. And in every corner were pillows of every size, color, and texture. Some shaped like sighing hearts, others round and snoring softly, and even pillows with golden wings that flew back and forth in gentle circles. Sophia smiled in wonder. "Wow, it's even more beautiful than last time." The pink pillow, embroidered with tiny stars, bowed slightly in the air. "Welcome back, little dreamer." Sophia ran to a field where the pillows danced silently. Touching them, she felt a gentle vibration. It was like listening to a soundless lullaby. They were full of stories, whispering memories of past dreams. The blue pillow landed on Sophia's shoulder.
This is where dreams rest before they are born. Each pillow carries within it a tiny piece of imagination, waiting for a child to dream it.
Sophia lay down on a giant crescent-shaped pillow. Immediately, she felt herself floating. It was as if the pillow was reading her heart and showing her soft, warm images. Sighing forests, rivers made of warm milk, cotton animals beckoning her to play. But then a cold wind blew. The field of pillows fell silent. The pillows stopped dancing. From high in the sky, a grayish mist began to approach. The whispering pillows looked at each other worriedly. "It's the mist of lost dreams," the pink pillow murmured with a shaky sigh.
It comes when a child begins to forget how to imagine.
Sophia sat up, looking up at the gray sky spreading like a sad blanket. Some pillows began to deflate slightly, their smiles fading. "This is so sad," Sophia said, her eyes welling up. The blue pillow landed beside her again.
But you can help. You have the light of imagination within you. You still remember, don't you?
Sophia took a deep breath and closed her eyes. She remembered when she used to make castles out of sheets, invent planets in the bathroom mirror, and talk to the stars in the backyard. When she opened her eyes again, they shone like two golden lanterns. Yes! And in that instant, a small point of light sprouted from the girl's heart and rose into the sky. Wherever the mist touched, the light made it disappear, as if hope had returned to the valley. The pillows began to inflate again, happily, and the whispers returned like a gentle breeze.
You are ready to go deeper into the world of dreams, said the blue pillow. But to do so, you will have to meet the guardian of the eternal pillows. Sophia nodded. Take me to her. And so, guided by the whispering pillows, Sophia began a new journey into the enchanted valley, where the deepest dreams slept, waiting to be awakened.
The valley breathed softly again as Sophia followed the pillow-like path, magically rearranging itself beneath her steps. The colors around her began to change, from the rosy pink of the first hills to pearlescent hues, mist blue, and deep lilac. The air seemed filled with sighs and invisible lullabies. "We're getting closer," whispered the blue pillow, now hovering closer to Sophia's face. The keeper of the eternal pillows lives in the featherlight dome, where only true dreams may enter. Sophia held tightly to the pink pillow, which gave her a gentle twirl in the air, as if to say, "Everything will be all right." In the distance, a gigantic dome appeared amidst cottony clouds. It was made entirely of shimmering feathers that gently shifted colors from white to gold, from lilac to sky blue. The entrance was a satin curtain that parted with the touch of the wind. "Is this it?" Sophia asked, feeling her heart beat in rhythm with a song. "Yes," the blue pillow replied, "but it only appears to those who carry the sincere desire to protect their dreams." With light steps, Sophia stepped through the satin curtain. Inside, everything seemed to float in silence. Golden pillows hovered in the air, forming circles, spinning like peaceful planets. There was soft light everywhere, but no source could be seen, only softness in every corner. And then, from the center of the dome, she emerged. The guardian of the eternal pillows. He was a tall, graceful figure wrapped in a cloak of white feathers with silver threads that looked like shooting stars. His hair was long, light as mist, and shone like moonlight. His eyes had no defined color, they shifted like dreams, and his voice was so serene it seemed like a gentle thought. "Welcome, Sophia," the guardian said with a smile that seemed to cover the entire valley. "Do you remember what it means to dream?" She nodded, a bright sparkle in her eyes. "I remember. It means to imagine, even with your eyes open. It means to believe that there is beauty hidden in everything, even in silence." The guardian smiled even deeper. "Then you are ready to receive the pillow of living memory. With it, you can visit any dream you've ever dreamed, and even create new ones, if you wish." She held out her hands, and a small, round pillow made of translucent feathers and sewn with golden thread floated to Sophia. It was light, but within it there was a gentle warmth, like a happy memory embracing her from within. She held the pillow carefully. "Is it alive?" "Yes," the guardian replied. "It feels what you feel, and it will guide you to where your imagination is truest. But be careful, it will only shine if you are dreaming with your heart." She closed her eyes, and the pillow glowed softly. When she opened it, she smiled. "I'm ready." "Then follow, little guardian. Dreams await." And with a gentle bow from the guardian, the whispering pillows formed a new path, this time spiraling upward to a tower of feathers and light. Sophia took a deep breath. You hugged your new magical pillow and began to climb, step by step, toward a new mystery. The spiral of pillows stretched upward like an enchanted staircase, ascending between layers of clouds and strands of golden light. With each step Sophia took, the magical pillow in her arms pulsed gently, as if beating in tune with her heart. Whispering pillows flew around her happily, scattering tiny bright sparks that dissolved into the air like dream dust. "You're doing great, Sophia," the blue pillow said sweetly. "We're almost there," the pink pillow added, spinning joyfully in the air. High above, the Tower of Sleeping Stories loomed majestically. It was made of feathers intertwined with threads of memory, and each window glowed with soft light, each containing an ancient dream that lay silently, waiting to be remembered. As she reached the entrance, Sophia felt a pleasant shiver. The air smelled of old pages and a warm blanket. In the center of the room was a circular room with curved shelves filled with small pillows with embroidered covers. They were unusual. Each one held within it a dream forgotten by a child, cherished and treasured. "Wow, there are so many," Sophia murmured, walking among the pillows as if walking among memories. Suddenly, one of them began to glow golden and floated toward her. It was a mint green pillow with leaf-shaped edges. It whispered softly, as if calling to her. Sophia held it gently. "It wants me to see the dream it carries, doesn't it?" The blue pillow nodded with a slight spin. "Touch it with your new magic pillow. It will reveal the forgotten story." Sophia pressed her translucent feather pillow against the mint green pillow. Immediately, a soft mist rose around them, enveloping everything in a greenish glow. When the mist cleared, Sophia was no longer in the tower. She found herself in a sleepy forest where the trees had closed their eyes and yawned silently. The ground was made of sighing moss, and cottontail bunnies slept among the roots. In the center of the forest, a boy in navy blue pajamas sat with his arms around his knees. He looked sad. "Why are you alone?" asked Sophia, approaching cautiously. "I lost my dream. I can't remember how to play anymore," the boy said, his eyes downcast. Sophia looked up at the forest sky. The stars seemed faint, as if they were fading. She knew what she had to do. "Do you want to play Imagine with me?" The boy hesitated, and then nodded. Sophia closed her eyes and began to invent. First, a rainbow bridge made of ribbons. Then came a carousel of clouds where cottontail bunnies spun slowly. And finally, a tree telling stories with the voice of the wind. The boy laughed. Not a loud laugh, but a small, shy laugh, like someone remembering something very good. The forest shone. The stars lit up again. Sophia felt her pillow vibrate. She and the boy began to float back into the green mist. When they opened their eyes, they were back in the tower. The boy winked at her. "Thank you. Now I can sleep well again." And in the blink of an eye, he disappeared, returning to the real world where his dream awaited him. Sophia clutched her magic pillow tighter. She understood each pillow held a child, a memory, an imagination that needed to be awakened. And she was ready to continue. "Shall we move on to the next one?" she asked, smiling. The whispering pillows responded in unison. "Whenever you want, we'll go with you." After helping the boy through the sleepy forest, Sophia walked more confidently among the pillows in the tower. Now she knew each pillow was like a small world waiting to be healed, dreamed of again, remembered with love. The whispering pillows floated around her like watchful little guardians, shedding golden dust with her every step. Suddenly, as she walked between the curved shelves, Sophia noticed a small door hidden behind a curtain of grayish feathers. It was so discreet that it seemed to be there only for those who knew how to search with their hearts. "What is this?" she asked, lightly touching the pale wood of the door. The pink pillow approached with a more serious tone. "This is the room of unfinished dreams, where dreams began but never ended. Dreams that were interrupted by fear, doubt, or simply forgotten before their end," the blue pillow added. Sophia took a deep breath. "I want to come in. Perhaps I can help them too." As she touched the handle, the door opened with a soft sigh. Inside, the room was as silent as a first thought before sleep. It was a wide space, with large, heavy pillows lying motionless on the floor. they didn't glow. They were quiet, as if sleeping without wanting to wake. "They're waiting for someone who believes in what can still be," murmured the pink pillow. Sophia walked carefully between them until a lilac pillow with blue spots moved slightly. She knelt and touched it with her magic pillow. A silvery mist rose, and once again, she was transported to another world. This time, she was inside a vast library with floating bookshelves and coverless books. Pages flew everywhere, but no story seemed complete. Everything stopped in the middle. And in the center of the room, a little girl sat with a pencil in her hands. She chewed on the tip in frustration. "I never finish anything," the girl said, not noticing Sophia. "Maybe you just need one last idea, or someone to listen to what you've created," Sophia said, sitting down beside her. The little girl looked at her. "I was writing about a cloud that wanted to become a star, but didn't know how to finish." Sophia smiled. What if the cloud discovered that to shine, it doesn't have to stop being who it is? That sometimes a cloud can be the place where a star rests? The little girl's eyes widened, thrilled. "This is beautiful. I can finish it now." She began to write, and as she did, all the pages around her began to glow. The lost words found their places. The books returned to the shelves. And then the little girl disappeared, like a happy memory returning home. Back in the room of unfinished dreams, the lilac pillow now glowed. It was complete, satisfied. Sophia ran her hand over it affectionately. There's no dream that can't be fulfilled with a little imagination and courage. The whispering, emotional pillows floated in a spiral around her, as if dancing silently. "You are healing dreams, Sophia, and the next one will be even more special." "The next one?" the girl asked. "It's a dream that belongs to you, but perhaps you've forgotten." Sophia felt her heart pound. She was about to dream about herself. The words on the blue pillow hung in the air like a soft melody. "The next dream is yours, Sophia." The girl fell silent. The room of unfinished dreams was calm now, as if waiting with her. The other pillows said nothing, just moved closer, creating a protective circle around her. Sophia clutched her magic pillow to her chest. "A dream of mine? But I dream all the time." The pink pillow floated to her shoulder. "Not all dreams come at night. Some are so old they hide within the heart and slowly fall asleep, waiting to be remembered." Sophia nodded slowly. "Then take me to him." Her pillow glowed, brighter than ever, spreading a golden light that filled the entire room. And in an instant, Sophia was no longer there. She found herself in a vast, serene field. The grass was made of blue silk threads, and the sky above was covered in pink clouds that moved to the beat of music coming from within the earth itself. Everything was silent, but full of feeling. In the middle of the field, a solitary tree stood. It had no leaves, only curved, soft branches hung with colorful ribbons. Each ribbon seemed to sway with forgotten memories. Sophia approached the tree, feeling something familiar with every step. Suddenly, a scene emerged among the branches, as if the tree itself were telling a story. It was her, but very small, sitting on the bedroom floor with colored pencils and scattered leaves, drawing worlds, castles in the clouds, gentle creatures, star trails. "I remember this," Sophia whispered. "I used to create every day. I used to say that when I grew up, I wanted to invent stories for all the dreams in the world." The image faded, and a ribbon slowly descended to her hand. Touching it, she felt a gentle warmth and also a pang of sadness. She had stopped dreaming about it a long time ago, not because she wanted to, but because she thought maybe it wasn't important. But it was. It was my truest dream. The blue pillow appeared beside her, hovering gently. "And he never left you. He just fell asleep, waiting for you to return." Sophia looked up at the sky, where a lone star shone brightly. "I want to dream it again. I want to keep it, protect it, and maybe share it with other children too." At that moment, the tree began to bloom. The ribbons rose in the wind and became golden petals. The star fell gently from the sky and landed in Sophia's hands, becoming a small star-shaped pillow, fluffy, warm, glowing. "This is the heart of the dream," said the pink pillow, floating beside her. "A gift for those who rediscover what makes them dream with an open heart." Sophia hugged the small star pillow. "Thank you for reminding me." The field began to slowly fade, dissolving into light, and the girl opened her eyes back to the room of unfinished dreams. The whispering pillows smiled silently. She had healed the most important dream of all, her own. After rediscovering her forgotten dream and receiving the dream heart, Sophia felt lighter, as if each step now floated on breezes of hope. The star-shaped pillow glowed softly in her hands, spreading a warm light that seemed to lull the entire valley into tranquility. "Now you are ready to meet the other dreamers," the blue pillow said tenderly. "They too walk through dreams, and they are waiting for you." The whispering pillows began to dance in the air in slow spirals, creating a corridor of floating feathers that led to a new path, not made of pillows, but of small, padded wagons that floated through the air like a magical caravan. Each wagon was a different pastel color: blue, lavender, cream, peach, and they all moved silently, lulled by distant music, soft as a sigh. Star-shaped lights twinkled in the windows, as if beckoning to Sophia. "A caravan?" she asked, amazed. "The caravan of dreamers," the pink pillow replied. "Each car carries a child who is dreaming at this very moment, children who, like you, have the ability to touch the world of dreams with an awakened heart." Sophia climbed into one of the cars, which immediately molded to her body, welcoming her like an embrace. Inside, there were pillows floating from the ceiling, blankets whispering soft music, and windows showing landscapes made of memory and imagination. Before her sat 3 other children. Each held a different pillow. "Hi," said a boy with curly hair and pajamas embroidered with planets. "And I'm Kai. I dream of galaxies hidden behind the clouds." "And I'm Mila. said a girl with golden braids. "I dream of oceans that sing stories to those who know how to listen." "And I'm Ravi," said the third, carrying a book-shaped pillow. "I dream of libraries where characters emerge from the pages at night to talk to me." Sophia smiled, enchanted. "I am Sophia, and I dream of a world where all forgotten dreams can be remembered again." The children smiled. The pillows in their hands glowed simultaneously, and for a brief moment, the entire carriage floated higher, as if recognizing the power of that encounter. "You four are the chosen ones of the night," said the soft voice of the blue pillow, floating in the center of the carriage. "Together, you will visit the dreaming, the place where dreams intertwine, and where the keeper of the last stories dwells." "Keeper?" asked Kai. "He knows the end of all dreams, but only reveals it when someone dreams with courage," replied the pink pillow. Outside, the caravan began to move. It glided through the clouds like a cotton train, crossing rivers of stars, bridges made of dreams, and tunnels of memories. The trail it left behind was made of soft sparkles that danced in the air before disappearing. Sophia leaned her head against the padded window and gazed at the shifting sky. She wasn't alone, and now she understood. Dreaming was something you could do together, like someone singing a song that only comes to life when heard with the heart. The dreamer's caravan glided through the clouds with the lightness of a happy thought. Each car floated, lulled by a melody that seemed to come from the sky itself, a lullaby only dreamers could hear. Sophia watched with shining eyes, hugging the dream heart, sensing that something very special was approaching. Up ahead, on the soft horizon, appeared a huge floating sphere, made of moonlight fabric intertwined with threads of memory. Around the sphere, small kite-like comets danced in circles, leaving trails of soft light in the sky. "We have arrived at the Dreamingle," the blue cushion announced solemnly. "The place where all dreams intersect before returning to the world," the pink cushion added, its eyes half closed with joy. The caravan gently stopped before a staircase made of woven clouds. The children descended in silence, as if stepping into a sacred place. The air there was different, dense and delicate at the same time, as if made of forgotten emotions. Sophia, Kai, Mila, and Ravi walked together along a path of giant pillows that yawned slowly. The ground seemed to vibrate with ancient stories. The sky above changed color with each step, from gold to deep blue, then to pearly lilac, as if following the feelings of those who passed by. "I feel as if I've dreamed here before," Mila said, clutching the pillow as if carrying a secret. "It's like walking inside your heart," Ravi murmured. At the end of the path, an open room appeared, without walls, just air and light. In the center was a huge armchair made of eternal feathers, and in it a very ancient being slept silently. It was the guardian of the last stories. He seemed made of stars and cotton, with closed eyes and a beard that moved like mist. Every part of his body seemed to contain tiny flickering dreams, as if he carried all the world's endings dormant within him. The whispering pillows formed a circle around him, and the blue pillow approached Sophia. "You must wake him, but carefully. only a true touch can summon him without disturbing the dreams. Sophia approached, feeling her heart beating silently. She placed the dream heart in the guardian's palm. Immediately, a soft wave of golden light spread across the room. The guardian slowly opened his eyes, and in them were galaxies sleeping peacefully. Finally, the dreamers have arrived. Sophia held the small sphere of light in both hands, feeling it pulse gently as if it had a heart of its own. She knew that within it lay no finished story, but the promise of one. "She's silent now," murmured the pink pillow, settling gently on her shoulder. "But as soon as you close your eyes and imagine, she will begin to be born." The other children, Kai, Mila, and Ravi, formed a circle around her. Their pillows glowed too, as if wanting to join in. "You don't have to do this alone," Kai said, smiling. "Stories are better when dreamed by many hands," said Mila, extending hers. "Let's tell them together," Ravi added, his eyes shining. Sophia felt her heart warm. She looked at the keeper of the last stories, who watched silently, smiling with the calm of someone who already knows the ending, but prefers to see the beginning. "Then let's dream, all together." They sat on a carpet of clouds that had magically appeared in the center of the dreamscape. The whispering pillows hovered around them, like attentive and gentle spectators. The sky above darkened gently, revealing shape-shifting constellations, a tree that became a dragon, a star that became a boat, a bridge made of musical notes. Sophia closed her eyes and dreamed. She saw a world still blank, like a leaf waiting for color. On it, a small island made entirely of pillows was born, floating in the sky. In its center grew a golden tree, whose fruit was dreams in the form of luminous bubbles. Kai imagined the island had guardians, gentle creatures made of stardust and wind, who tended the dream fruits until they were ready to float into the real world. Mila dreamed of a river of light that ran through the island. When one dove into it, one saw the dreams one had not yet dared to dream. Ravi created a hidden library beneath the tree, where each book could only be read with the heart, and each written word was a forgotten happy memory. And Sophia created a bridge, an invisible bridge that connected the island to every child's bedroom in the world. She only appeared when a child needed hope, even if they didn't know it. When they opened their eyes, the sphere of light floated above them, larger, warmer, more alive. It now pulsed with color, sound, and form. It was the last story, born from the dream of 4 awakening hearts. The guardian approached with a deep, gentle gaze. Now she exists, and because you dreamed it together, she will live forever. Sophia felt emotion rise like a gentle breeze in her chest. And where does she go now? Wherever she is needed, the guardian replied. It can become a bedtime story for someone who's afraid, a memory for someone who's forgotten, or a new dream for someone who never dared imagine. He looked at each of them one by one. And you? Are you ready to go back? There was a soft silence. Then Kai nodded with a curious smile. Mila clutched her pillow to her chest. Ravi looked up at the stars as if saying goodbye to an old friend. Sophia looked at the dream heart in her hands and said tenderly, "Yes, but now that I know, I'll keep dreaming, even awake." The guardian smiled. Then the last story will never end. The soft light of the dream realm enveloped the children like an embrace made of stars and silence. The last story now floated between them, pulsing in shades of gold and lavender, ready to make its way through the invisible world of dreams. Sophia took a deep breath and looked around. The guardian of the last stories was asleep again in his eternal feather chair, smiling peacefully. The whispering pillows yawned softly, floating in slow circles. Kai, Mila, and Ravi already had their eyes closed, each slowly returning to their own pillows in the real world. The blue pillow landed beside Sophia, a peaceful glow in its sleepy eyes. "It's time to go back, little dreamer." "I know," Sophia whispered, hugging the dream heart now shaped like a small star pillow, warm and alive in her arms. She climbed back into the padded carriage of the magical caravan, which waited silently among the clouds. This time, there was no rush. The journey back would be slow, lulled by the soft music of well-kept dreams. As the caravan floated along the sky's trails, Sophia gazed out the window. She saw the fields of dancing pillows, the valley of enchanted pillows, the feather-light dome, and even the tower of sleeping stories, each place beckoning tenderly, as if to say, "Come back whenever you want to imagine." The stars yawned in the dark sky, and even the moon seemed to doze in a blanket of mist. It was nighttime in the world, perfect for sleeping and dreaming. When the caravan finally stopped, Sophia recognized the window of her own room. The curtains swayed gently in the breeze, and her soft pillow awaited her on the bed. "You did more than just remember how to dream," said the pink pillow, landing on the windowsill. "You taught others to remember too." Sophia smiled with her eyes. "I only followed what my heart whispered." She climbed into bed carefully, as if entering a silent temple. She laid down slowly, pulled the blanket up to her chin, and placed the dream heart beside her. The whispering pillows settled in the corners of the room like gentle watchmen in the night. "Good night, Sophia," said the blue pillow. and sweet dreams. Sophia closed her eyes, and the instant her breathing became calm and deep, stars appeared on the ceiling of the room, blinking slowly, as if the universe itself were smiling. Outside, in the world of dreams, a new bridge of pillows began to form. Other children would see it. Other stories would be born. But for now, all was peaceful, and the dreamy girl slept peacefully.